We are here for the 10th edition of Wilderness Traverse. This year we are here in Dorset, and we are going to get started with an awesome on-the-water start. I got my teamies here. We got Adrian and Adam. Hello. We're Team 35, Get Out There magazine, and we are going to get out there and see you on course. Wilderness Traverse is a 24-hour adventure race in Ontario, Canada. Teams of 3 or 4 navigate using map and compass over 150 kilometers of rugged backcountry terrain, on foot, mountain bike, and canoe. It's one of the toughest team-based endurance challenges around. The 10th anniversary would center on the Dorset region. For the first leg, teams would paddle in portage over 40 kilometers. For leg 2, teams would trek 16 kilometers through the dense bush. Leg 3 had teams on the bike for 27 kilometers through a network of ATV trails, logging roads, and single-track trails. Leg 4 is a brief 4-kilometer orienteering loop, followed by a 27-kilometer ride on Leg 5 to the Poker Lakes area. On Leg 6, a challenging 10-kilometer bushwhack trek in the overnight hours awaited. If teams didn't get lost, the final leg awaited, sending teams 30 kilometers back to the finish line on their bikes. 1 minute to go to the start of Wilderness Traverse 2019 on the water start. Oh yeah, beautiful day here in Dorset. 3, 2, 1. Teams would begin by paddling and portaging 40 kilometers from the town of Dorset through to the Leslie Frost Centre. Wow, okay, what a good start. A chaotic mass start through the eastern narrows of Lake of Bays had racers jostling for position. Close to 50 teams would embark from the quaint cottage community, eventually spacing out over a network of wild backcountry lakes and rivers. We actually were in first for a bit, and then we kind of messed up and we lost about, I don't know, 20 places, and then we clawed our way back within a couple portages because we would just run portages and we'd bushwhack. Teams would be waiting in the line to do a portage and we just bushwhack by teams, right? So, I mean, it's a race. And down into the left, boys. A little short one. In keeping with the true Canadian wilderness experience, teams face numerous portages, carrying their canoes over 7 kilometers through demanding terrain. With the paddle complete, where do the canoes go? Racers would arrive at the first transition area and embark on the first of 3 trek legs.
It's nice to be off the water, maybe a little quicker than expected. Gives us a little bit more daylight, possibly on the bike coming up. Watch out.
All right, we are on the trek leg. Just got off an amazing paddle leg, and we're in first place, which is kind of fun. That's never happened before. We'll see how long that happens for, but just gonna have a little more fun out here in the bush. So, just when my feet were dry. Your feet don't stay dry in Wilderness Traverse that long. Nice little trek ahead, about 10K.
Done.
3 to 4 hours, maybe 5 if it's bad, but we're banking on 4. We got a bit of a trail run here on ATV roads first, and then the bushwhacking fun starts. Woo! Trek leg, swimming across the lake. Also, it's super hard to swim with a GoPro in my hand. This is fantastic. Nice little cool down. Nice little canyon we're in. Holy shiznackle. Size as rocks. How you feeling?
I don't know how much I could push getting out of here. So, I gotta cool down.
I think it's just the heat. It's a hot day out there too.
Teams quickly transitioned to the first bike leg. a technical ride through a confusing network of ATV trails, logging roads, and single track.
Yeah, I don't think we've gone far enough though. How's it going? Oh. You look like you're doing something fun.
Forward for you to have kids so we can actually catch up to you.
Oh man.
Woohoo! Alright. There's a mosquito on your nose.
Look at these guys. They love me. I don't really love them though. Bike leg. She's hot. We're suffering from a bit of heat stroke here, I'm thinking. Whew.
I'm breathing so hard. Boiling. Oh, I've decided I hate riding bikes.
Once at the Frost Center, teams will drop their bikes and undertake a 4-kilometer orienteering section on the cross-country ski trails. For the lead teams, it will be just as the long night sets in.
All right, so we are on the second trek now. Wilderness Traverse in the dark. I think the team's feeling a little better now that it's not as hot. Except getting a stick in the eye really hurt. So yeah, we're gonna push through into the night. Yeah, the nav was spot on. It's not that bad. The orienteering stretch is actually pretty easy. All alone.
All right, off we go.
Second bike leg here in Wilderness Traverse, and we're just gonna make our way to the Poker Lakes area from the Leslie Frost Center. Oh my god, and it's not all wet for a change. It's like a mixture of ATV trails and logging roads, and I think everyone's spirits are a little high now that it's cooler out and the sun's gone away. So we're gonna push through. Haven't seen a team in a while. We're just gonna grind on through and get to that next trek leg.
There was a really good battle between 3 teams up until the last trekking leg, and then that trek really separated them just in the dark. It's like the hardest thing they do at Wilderness Traverse is bushwhacking in the dark, trying to find the checkpoints.
Off on the trek. Okay, so we are just on the trek leg here, final one in the Poker Lakes Wilderness. Pretty big trek. It's about 14K, I think, in the dark here. We've got a couple checkpoints to get scattered throughout here, but the terrain is pretty brutal. I think this is a part that might make or break the race for a lot of teams here. That was a really brutal trek, to be honest. Even if we were cooking her, I think that would have been 4 or 5 hours. This is a hard trek. Good morning, boys. All right. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy. I know it's Sunday. I don't know how happy I am after those 6 hours in the Poker Lakes freaking wilderness.
Our nav wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn good.
Oh, no. Well, that's weird. Dips in a little bit.
Maybe I've lost 45 minutes to an hour, but still. We are stoked to get back on the bikes and go to a cemetery. Someone better have already dug our plot for us. Woohoo! Oh, gotta love the water.
With the trek finally over,
Have a good ride.
teams got back on their bikes for a 30-kilometer ride to the finish line.
I'm coming.
Oh, we made it to pavement. Glorious pavement. And a hill. Always have a hill. Well done. You made it. You made it, man.
Oh, it's nice to see asphalt finally. It only took 25 hours to get to some asphalt.
We're stoked to be finished the 10th ever Wilderness Traverse.